Alright, hello. So here I'm showing you how to set up the premium pack. So here if you want to install my pack, you can insert it from the file, take it here. So here first you will put everything into the order. So here say okay storage, then straight and then unwrap it. But I already have one. So I will delete this thing right here. So we will start fresh. So first thing first, if you don't want to have your own separate animation, you have to upload the thing first. Right, right click, open it, you will see a keyframe here. Right click and save it to Roblox. If you are going to use this for group, choose the group you want and then click submit. Here, done. Then you grab the ID, put into the animation, enter, and then do the rest. Now to the setup. So in this pack, there's mod on the feature from the standard pack, so I will not touch the mod. Yes, but I will touch some new thing. So the first new thing is the disable reset character. So when you enable this thing, you cannot reset your character. And disable head recognition. So if you set it to true, you won't have heart regain when you lose your heart. Disable top bar. Here you will disable the bar on top of your screen when you play the game. Now to the intro bar. Yes, I stole from channel Glory. Yes, the play names here will be I kept into the intro, the title. Yes, the main title when you start the intro, and the play image. So some add big icon here. Put your game icon there. Now to the blacklist list. Here you will put the ID on the people you want to paint them. You will ban blacklist thing, and also the jam setup here is still here, but the other one, yet you can still set up the jam here. Over here, I will leave the link of the old setup in the description where it includes the jam setup. I close it. Alright, so the first thing is the remote accessory, where it will remove all your accessory if you check it to true, and remote charger mesh. So this will remove your body backpack when you join the game. So it will only have the standard default backpack that's where the thing is. Now the layout data. So here it's very simple. You just the first block here is your group ID. Yes, your group ID here, regiment group something. And the next block is your rank. Is your rank order 1, 2. Now inside this there are something I would like to talk about. For the first thing is the search and the bank, where you will put the ID of the search and bank here. I will show you what to do. The accessory. So if you want some kind of rank that have the unique accessory like the monochrome or something, put the ID here. Take from the catalog. The C5 model. The C5 model will include your hat and backpack. That will locate in the for the name C5 model in the replica storage. The tool. Here when you join the game, it will automatically assign for you this tool based on your setup, and the tool will locate in the folder called tools assignment in server storage here, and then you just do the rest with the other thing down here like that. Alright, I will show everything first and then I will tell you how to do stuff. Now to exclusive layout, you only 100 want to get the layout from one. Let's say you are only 5 regiment group and you only want to get the uniform from the regiment 2 or 3 something. You will put your user ID here. You will get your user ID in your profile link. Yes, search bank and do all the same thing. And the team setting, yes, you want your raider or visitor to have some colorful uniform or hat, put it right here, and that's you're done. Now I will show you how to set up each box. So the search and the bank, it if you are using the search or the bank from the catalog, I will show you a useful way of getting it to work. So first thing first, you have to install a search object anywhere you want. I will choose Photobank. Click on the icon here, and then type in search. So here you get a closing here, and then I will take a random link like break like out. Just copy the whole link in here, put into the search template. Notice the last three number in the ID is a 141, right? When you press enter, the ID will change to 137, and it got converted into the template ID. So if you want to confirm to copy the ID, you just convert, put it here and enter, and wait for the result. There you go. So this is the useful way of getting a search template on the catalog. So that's done. Now to the accessory, just take the ID from there too. Now the tool, you just need to put the tool inside here and then name it correctly. Yes. Now to the C-frame model. Alright, in step 10 begin. So here I will have the backpack and the circle right here. I will take the example. Now let's start with the circle first. So here, when you click onto the circle, you see some white line outline here over here. It is because the circle got a primary bug is the head attack right here. So what can the head attack do? So head attack is like a placeholder where it will use for positioning the head onto your character head. So you have to put the head attack here and then assign it at the primary bug if you happen yes. Alright, assign to the primary bug. And now time to set up some small box here. Alright, so you will see here we have total 5 things to do: the ball, the chin strap, the chop, the cover, and the plume. So here in my hat we only have the ball, the plume, and the cover. Depend on your hat what you want to add. Five of them and more, I don't know. Just do what you want. But here my hat, my example will have 3 things: the cover, the plume, and the ball. So very simple, you just need to name it as correctly as the thing, but not the action, alright? Just name it right here. Right? So let's say I want to name it the jeans strap there, and it work as the jeans strap. The ball there, it work as the ball. Also notice that the ball here can change the color yet. It's just you just take in the ball. So we haven't had the feature where you can change the color yet, but yeah. Alright, now I have to talk about the cover. So everything that got connected to the cover, such as display right here, will be inside the cover. Alright, because when you use the cover in the HUI, the texture will be disappear. And oh, this plastic thing you don't like it, don't worry, I get this setting for you. Here you see the like avatar main circle texture here. So if you have your own separate texture, it will make your circle more realistic. Just put it here because I know somebody would need it. So it will replace the plastic thing here, but right. Now we are done with circle. Now to the backpack. Alright, the backpack is not the same with the circle. You just need to set the primary vector toaster attack, which will be your toaster. We will take the toaster, but remember the backpack only have one element called backpack inside. But the whole model you can name it anything, you can name it as usual, but the inside is must have this thing called backpack. Alright. And if you want to add something more to the backpack, like this little box, red box right here, you have to put it inside the backpack, because when you use the backpack, the whole thing inside it will also be disappear. But if you put the red box out right here, and when you use the backpack, the backpack will only disappear, but the something box will remain the same. So you have to put it inside too. Alright, so now we have done that. Very easy, say. So now let's go to the C-frame model setting to set them up. So here we have something called C-frame setting. This setting will be where the C-frame model should be positioned at. So here we have the general, which is the head thing, and then the body bug, which will be the head, because you wear the hat onto the head, right? Not wear onto the total. So let's take an example here. Have this thing called core backpack here, and then I put into the C-frame model folder, and now I set them up. And what to set now? What to set? You just need to copy this line and paste here, and then you change the name. So this thing is called core backpack, right? And then you will check here the body box, then you will check the total. So if you are going to set this up for a hat, let's say this thing will be cap, no, cap, yes. You will check the box where it say head, copy and paste it, and then put inside it cap. Pick up the cap, you wear the cap onto the head, right? Not wear into the toaster, yes. And then we are done. So this is due to position your C-frame model, but the last setting here is due to confirm if you are wearing it. So this table will confirm if you are wearing one or the thing over here. Oh shit. If you are wearing one or the thing here, so here we have two things, toaster and backpack. If you have many backpack, you should put in here core backpack, and then the semicolon. Alright, remember the semicolon, or it will show some red line here saying syntax error. And the toaster is where your backpack will be on the AMO port or something. Yes, it's be in your toaster, right? And the head thing, where you will put all of your hat name over here. You just put every hat name over here. Let's say cap and blah 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 super. But you have to put it in order for it to check if the hat is on your head, so you can use the hat UI. Otherwise it won't work. Alright, I think that's done. Also the field the team name, okay? Remember to fill the team name. And the reason, let me tell you, some of you might wonder. The reason I don't require the module layout right here, like a module, wait, the system module right here, to take the visitor team is because in Roblox you can require module inside module. Yes, it will make a infinity jail during and you will wait forever and you work non-stop. So we can continue the script. I remember that. So I think that's all. Thank you for watching and happy editing.